Boop. Alright. Good. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah. Okie dokie. Rear arms are okay. So now what we have to do is... Oh, here's the fun part. Alright. So we got to mount, well, a few things. The rear gearbox. And in addition to that, actually this flips up and down like this. Then we have to mount inboard pin. Ooh, those are funny looking pins. And then these bits here. Okay, so let's start with the block. Kit standard small block. So they have 0 degree, 3 degree, 1.5 and 0.5 degrees. So you could have inboard toe-in. Oh, I see. Here's the toe-in and here's the anti-squat. Got it. Oh, shit. Alright, let's find the block. I know I had it here somewhere. I don't think I put it there or there. Nope. There? No, that's something else. Okay. Nope. Nope. Oh, wait. No, sorry. I know where it is. It's in this parts bin. Silly. Alright. Is this the standard small block? Because I know I have this. I know I have another one. It looks like the long block. Pretty sure somewhere, maybe it's in the other one. Also have, these are all shock shafts, drive shafts, let's see, diff parts, a lot of diff parts. I guess all drivetrain stuff. Okay. That must be one of these. I know I had a, yeah, it's like a new in package set of those, but I think the smaller one. What do we got here? Nope. Nope. Oh boy. Thought I had it. It's definitely one of those boxes. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Sorry. False alarm. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. So I want to try to keep this video realistic. Basically going through the same crap that you guys go through when rebuilding a car. That's all diff parts. Yeah, I didn't bring it out. I thought I put it... Let's see, I don't have any other CAT 3000 boxes. It's all this stuff right here. Yeah, nothing else. Alright. Let's see, did I have... Oh, alloy pivot pin. It was right there. Yeah, okay. So that's a 3 degree block, and of course this left to right. So this says alloy pivot pin 3 degrees, presumably for toe-in, but of course the block itself doesn't have any label other than L and R. That's probably because there's a distinction. Yeah, it's just long block or small block. Okay. So this is also a long block. So I don't have any of the short blocks, which means I will have 3 degrees toe-in inboard, and I don't have any other, I don't have any of the short blocks, it looks like, unfortunately. Okay, that's all right. I'm not too worried about that. And the reason is because less toe-in gives you more steering. And Schumachers have a ton of steering. So having 3 degrees of toe relative to the stock 0 degrees is not necessarily bad. That can numb the car down a bit, also give me more traction. So let me just put that back in there. Now hopefully these threads aren't stripped. Alright, that one looks so it's just dirty. Otherwise it doesn't look horrible. What the hell is that? It looks like there's a tiff ball in there. Yeah, alright, I'm going to find a way to pull that out. Let's see. Do I have a magnet? Well, you know what? I do have magnets, I just don't know if I have one that would be perfect for this. Alright. Other ways to get it out. I have like a little... Yeah, let's see if I can just poke at it with this. Yeah, it's definitely like a diff ball in there. Alright. Just gotta find something that's thin enough so I can just get in there and get it out. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I got all these paper clips. Let's take a paper clip. That would be perfect. Okay, gotta be resourceful. Come on. Alright. Oh, really? It's still too big? It is. Shit. So I need an even smaller object. Get that fucker out of there. Alright, let's see. I wonder if I put a magnet up to that, it would have to be a strong enough magnet to reach that far. But maybe... Oh, I see what happened here. Okay. Alright, well, plenty of magnets on DC motors. I got plenty of those lying around, so let's see. Is that enough to get in there? It is not. Oh, wait, no, almost. Ah, there we go. See, look at that. Diff ball. Once again, gotta learn to be resourceful. Okay. Now these parts are a little dirty, and I'm going to need maybe a Q-tip of some sort to clean that. I do have those. Let's take, yeah, I'll take this guy. Alright, so in this case I will just wet the tip, that's what she said, and rub it into the hole, that's what she said. Let's see here. Really, it's that hole that matters. That's what she said. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, there's a neat little trick with these, it looks like, to adjust the anti-squat. So basically, the hole for the block is off center. Right? So if I mount this on the right hand side, like so, and it would mount Yeah, with the round part facing the outside, and this would be facing the inside, so it would mount something like that. Okay, so if I mount that low, that will give me 0.5 degrees of anti-squat. And if I flip it upside down, which would basically mean, because this hole here doesn't go all the way through, so I'd have to mount the right side on the left side like this. Now the hole's at the top, the arm would pivot up a little bit, it would angle up, that would give me 1.5 degrees of anti-squat according to the manual. So depending on what I'm looking for. It looks like, at least for the stock setup, which, you know, has zero toe, you would use the larger anti-squat. So anti-squat has a series of interactions with the car. Generally, more anti-squat helps the car square up better on corner exits. It's better on bumpier surfaces. Less anti-squat you would tend to want on a smoother surface or a low grip surface. But apparently I'm trying to remember. Low anti-squat would also, there is a certain component of the corner where a lower anti-squat actually hurts you in terms of traction. Anyway, so that means essentially mounting the right block on the left side like this. So that's going to give us 3 degrees of toe and 1.5 degrees of anti-squat. We got to do that with a, and of course they don't tell you the total. Oh, I see, with little spacers too. So that's a 3x16. Really? 3x16? Okay. With C and F. Okay, so that's going to be a 1.6 and an M3 steel washer on top. So we have to put 1.6 nylon washer underneath, and then the block, and then just a steel washer and a lock nut. God damn. Okay. That's not complicated at all. So what do we got here? Where did I put it? That was, nope, not that one. Not that one. This one. Alright. I'll just bend it. So we're going to need 2 of the 1.6s, and this time around I will use the black ones. So we got a few of those. The white/clear ones, we don't seem to have any of those. Okay, and steel washer, easy. We got a couple of those in here. Let's just make sure we got the right. Type, I guess. So it'll be one of those, and then these guys. Yeah, those are the same color. Make it all matching. And an M3 nut. So now we're starting to get somewhere. Okay, so we have this. And, ooh, you know what? We can use these two. These, you tend to see those on Kyoshos with the blue threading there. Just so you know. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll do that. Or you know what? I know I found those other nuts in here. Maybe I should just open that thing up. Let's see, drive pins, blah, 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 blah. Screws. Oop, there we go. Yeah, alright, why don't I use this? It looks like it's already been opened. Oops. Good thing I had nothing lying on that. Alright, so this... Come on. Get out of there. Yep. It is open. We got, oh, there's a few different types. Okay, so we'll just take those. There's also some conventional nuts in there. We don't want those yet. So we'll just close this off. Seal this up again. Just put that off over there. Now it's a 3x16 flathead. So I've been collecting some screws. 3x16, 1, 2. So I have screws everywhere, and I have been trying to think of a good way to organize them because I have all kinds of different kits, and like, you know, here's miscellaneous screws, right? But sometimes, like when I do new builds or restorations or whatever, you know, I want to have a fresh set of screws where possible. So for this, and then the Kyosho ZXS Evolution, which eventually I'll get to when I can get all the parts reproduced, you know, I'll order like bulk screws, so I have all fresh screws. And so here I just, you know, label in a tackle box all the different sizes and types. So hex head, flathead, button head, you know, 3x12, 16, 20, whatever. So makes them easier to find. Hopefully I can keep that trend going over time. It's really, it has to become a matter of habit. If you don't keep up with it, then everything gets disorganized, and then you're kind of back where you started, which we don't want to see. Alright, so I'm going to go here. Now I spent money on this chassis all for these two freaking holes that this bozo hacked off. What an idiot. Alright. So we're going to take the right side, yep, it's here. But we have to put this on first. And then, so we're going to kind of do it like this. Actually, you know what? Let's see. I don't know why they would make these two. I mean, I kind of get it, so that you can flip the parts around, but it is kind of a pain. Like, you know, Kyosho with their laser, they do have separate, you know, arm mounts, so if you want to change towing or whatever, you just change the mount. It makes it a little easier to install, because this, like, if I, you know, tighten this too much or too little, it's not even going to be aligned correctly. So really, I don't want to over tighten this just yet, because if I do, then what do we got here? Oh, is that right? Right? Nope. Sorry. It's got to go. Oh, god damn it! I did it wrong again. So if I do over tighten it, then I won't be able to line up the inner hinge pins correctly. Right, because there's another piece, the rear strap here, so the hinge pin goes between this and this part, and so you probably want to keep this a little bit loose so that when you mount everything and then you tighten this down, then you can tighten this down appropriately, so you make sure you don't have so you make sure you do have you know, no binding or anything like that. So this, I actually have to flip it over. Right, so this would flip over like this. There we go. Yeah, okay. Doesn't look like a 3x16. That looks like overkill. Probably get away with a 3x14, because if you look at, you know, with the washer, how much is the nut taking? Right, there's still like 2 millimeters, maybe 3 millimeters of extra slack there. So I guess, okay, if you want to put more spacers under here and give yourself even more anti-squat, then you have the room to do that. But how much do you really need? Maybe 3 degrees? Okay. But then, you know, where is it? Here, there's another one over here. It doesn't tell you how, for every millimeter of spacer you put under here, how much you actually get in anti-squat, plus or minus. So at that point, you're just kind of guessing. All right. So we're going to loosen that a little bit. Right? I'm going to do the other one. This guy, left. So we go like this. First we're going to put the spacer down. Then we put this in. I think I've been doing this for about an hour. I've only gotten as far as this. But again, this is part of the learning process. It's to me, it's brand new, the CAT 3000. It's a very, very different kit or chassis from the 2000, even though they do share a few parts. And so, a lot of this, when you do any build, it's just learning slowly how all the pieces go together, making mistakes, correcting. That's the process. Even for as many kits as I've done, I'm still learning. Okay. See, I would think that you would want, instead of these plastic or nylon spacers under here, you'd want something more solid like metal, because as you tighten this down, you can start compressing this plastic, and as you crunch that, the height of this block is going to shrink, and that's going to affect your anti-squat. You can actually have asymmetric anti-squat between left and right, depending on how much you really crank down on this. Okay, fine, so don't crank down on it, but also the tolerances on your plastic aren't as good as tolerances on a metal washer. So you're really better off with metal washers under here, in my not so humble opinion. But okay, whatever. I don't think it's existential. Let's just try to loosen this a little bit. Okay. Again, we want to keep this a little loose so we can align those hinge pins. Alright, rear lower gearbox. What do we got here? Nope, not that part. That's, I think that's all for the front gearbox. Yeah, oh, this guy. That's what it looks like. Man, this thing has got some real... Alright. This we're actually going to have to clean it up a bit. Unless I have a brand new one somewhere. Actually, you know what? Let me check. I know I have some gearbox parts. This is... Those are front housings. As it says on the package. Nope. Oh, there's one. Lower rear diff housing. Okay, good. Great. So I'll keep this as a spare. It's all fine and dandy. Again, hang on to the header card so I know the part number in case I need to get another one. And then this is going to go on with, see, so it uses a combination of metric and standard, self-tapping and threaded screws. So it's a 3/8. Oh, damn it, what's a 3/8? So I'm going to assume that's probably like an 8 or a 10 millimeter screw. Let's see, and that's flathead. So either get it from here, which I don't quite have. Alright, so that means Gotta pull these in. There's another set of screws that I got from another set of builds. Again, you know, purchased in bulk. It's 3x4, 3x5. I'm going to sort through all this. Do I have 3x8 here? Yeah, I got a few. Okay, good. Perfect. I'll go 3x8 just to play it a little bit safe, because I know that there's a screw that comes in from the top, a long one, and if the screw that comes in from the bottom is too long, then it's going to hit the top screw, and then you won't be able to close off the gearbox. So, and I'm not about to do the math in my head. Well, actually, no, 3/8 was 25.4, so it's what, 75 roughly over 4 is about what? So it'd be 4 to 15, right? Is that right? 25.4. Yeah. Well, 3/8. Sorry, 3/8. Oh yes. Okay. So 75 over 8. What's that? Yeah, that's like 9 millimeters. So I'll do 8. That's fine. Roughly. That works. Okay. So now we can mount this guy. See, now we're getting somewhere. Imagine that. Oh, I see. So these are... Oh, man. All right. So you have I, and then it doesn't even really... So it's just 4 of those. Oh, I see. Because the rear strap goes in there. Got it. All right. You will see how this works out. Let me just get these two in. There's another part that goes under this that has the taper, or if you will, or flange or whatever. The countersink, sorry, for accepting these screws. Pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, okay. And we screw. Of course, this is brand new plastic, so it's a brand new part, this thing. It's going to be a little bit harder to get the screws in than an old part or a used part. Okay, so where is this right here? Yeah, see? These little countersinks right here. So this comes in on the bottom, and then the hinge pin goes between here and here. Oh my God. So that means to really make that work, you gotta do the hinge pin first in here on both sides, and while that's hanging, you put this through, and then you go. So now I gotta find, see, I don't know, that's the other thing. I'm gonna bet that these are actually, no, these look like shock shafts, right? Which is wrong. Yeah, that's right. So they used a messed up part, and that was on the lossy arm. So yeah, it's the wrong part anyway. Okay, and that means we have to find some hinge pins for this car. Screws. What do we got here? Ooh. You know what? Those are just shock shafts. Yep. I see them. I see them. Right in here. You see there's a little indentation there on the end of the hinge pin. So I'm looking for that, and I do see 1 and 2. Alright, and it looks like we do have a few spares in there. There's 1 there. I believe. And another one? Yep, okay, good. Good. It's always good to have more parts than what you need to build a car, in case you break shit. That should slot right in. Ooh. Alright. Does that mean I have to get the drill bit out? I think so. Just, yeah. Alright. As much as I don't like doing this. The reason I don't like doing this is because if you overdo it, you ruin the part. Sometimes you have to do it to make clearance so that everything runs smoothly. Alright, let's make sure this is, yeah, it's 3mm. Alright. Oh yeah, okay, wait, that's nice and smooth. This one here needs a bit of work. So what I'm doing is, this is a 3mm bit, that's a 3mm shaft, and even though this actually goes in perfectly fine, there's a little bit of play in order to bore it out. As this is in here, I'm kind of putting force in a circular motion on the drill, so that way I'm evenly wearing on the inside of the hole here. Okay, if I just push down on one side, you end up with an ellipse, which is really bad. You don't want that. Yeah, see? Okay, so it goes through perfectly fine there. Oh, so they're just not aligned well. Oh my goodness. What a mess. Alright. Really? Can't be that bad. Alright. How could... So basically what's happening is, put the hinge pin in, you expect it to go straight through to the next hole, but it's not perfectly aligned. Alright, that's strange. So really, take some out of that side. This is why I hate doing this. You end up risking potentially destroying these arms just to make them go nice and freely. But you kind of have to do it, otherwise you want the, unless you want the suspension to get all bindy. Alright. Alright, that's a little better. You know what, I do have a longer drill bit, or maybe I could just, pinch that down a little further like that. Oh, that's better. Okay. Just barely. Doesn't make it. Oh, you know what? There we go. Look at that. It's getting there. Not perfect, but it's getting there. Wow, it's getting late too. Alright, let's see. Ah, beautiful. Alright, so that one's done. Now we gotta do this. What a freaking mess. That should work. Yeah, a little bit of edging there. Alright, let's see. And almost. Let's see if that does it. Ah, yes. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, let's double check this one. Perfect. Good. That was worth it. Alright. Let's put that back there. Okay, now the fun part. So this is going to go in here. It's going to mount right into this guy. See? I intentionally left it a little bit loose so I can align it to these holes. This is going to do the same thing. And this, yeah, I'm not crazy about how this is so, like, the mounting of the rear gearbox basically is so inextricably linked to the inner hinge pin mounts. And of course, not surprisingly, something doesn't line up right. Because these, yeah, I don't think it's, alright, what's going on here? That is messed up. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that has to sort of click in there. Great. Can I do that with both of these in? Let's see. That goes like that. So I got one and another. Come on, for the love of God. So why did it do it before and not now? Looking for something. It does kind of look like one of them's off by more than the other, but I'm not sure how to address that. Oh, okay. So are you telling me? Oh, that's why. But basically, what's probably happening here is this guy doesn't want to go in. At least not all the way. Right? These are exactly the same length. Ooh, no, you know what? They are a little different. Well, there you go, folks. Alright. That's just my stupidity. I assumed they were exactly the same. So now I gotta figure out what set is the correct set. Okay, we're going to start with the shorter set. So you have the shorter end here. This one I think is a slightly... No, they're all the same. What? Ah, okay. So these are shorter and these are longer. So let's try, and those look newer. So I'm going to guess these are it. But you know what? There's a... Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Don't tell me there's another... Yeah. Okay. Well, that explains it. There's another thing in there. Oh man. Alright, let's see if I can get something... Alright, hold on. Sorry, I'm just being stupid here. It's so late. I gotta get this done so that I can go to bed. Do I have any part here with a little itty bitty magnet on it? No, I do not. Shit. I know that over time some of the screw heads get magnetized, but I don't think... Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It does look like there's something in there. Let's see.